Hi dears, how are you? Hope you are doing fine. In this video, we are going to solve the worksheet. The exercises inside this worksheet are from your book. You can open your book to solve them. Let us first look at the objectives that we have to cover them in this video. We have to differentiate between different types of ecosystems, identify different animals and plants that live in each ecosystem. Let us start. First exercise in page 65. Danny is hiking in the desert. I have to name two living things and two non-living things he might observe there. So, try to think, can you name two living things? Living things such as what? Such as, if I am talking about the plant, for example, which plant can live inside the desert ecosystem? We have cactus and we have palm trees. Excellent. So I can write cacti or palm tree. Can you name also living things but not plant? Can you name animals? Excellent. What are the animals that live in desert ecosystem? Can you give example? We have snake, scorpion, camel. What other? Lizard. Excellent. So any of these you can write. So we can write scorpion and camel. Now we have to write also two examples about non-living things. Non-living things such as what? Sand, such as rocks or air. All these are non-living things. You can name any example you want. Let us move to the next exercise. I have to write the name of the plant or animal in the correct box to show where it lives. As we see, we have many examples. And down we have three columns. The first one is about the desert, the forest, the last one, ocean or the sea. We are talking about the marine ecosystem here. So I have the three ecosystems: desert ecosystem, forest ecosystem, and the last one, marine ecosystem. I have to classify the animals or the plants if I have according to the place where these can live. We will start first by bat. Where does this animal live? Can you know? Yes, it could be in the forest ecosystem, also in the desert ecosystem. The next, starfish. It's an animal that lives in marine ecosystem. Lion. Can lion live in desert in a hot place? Or can this animal live in the marine ecosystem? No. So this animal can live in forest ecosystem. Horned lizard, it's a type of lizard, but it's bigger than the lizard that you know it. So where does this animal live? In the desert ecosystem. Excellent, guys. Kangaroo rat, it's not any rat. You can search about this animal and you see this animal can live in desert ecosystem. Excellent, guys. Now squirrel, as you know, this animal can live on trees. And where do we have trees? In the forest or in the desert? In the forest. So this animal can live in forest ecosystem. Excellent. The same as raccoon, also in the forest. Ladybug, in the forest ecosystem. Eagle, yes, the same, forest ecosystem. Monkey, in the forest ecosystem. Jaguar, also the same, in the forest ecosystem. Snake, I can see in the forest ecosystem and in the desert ecosystem. So I have to write it in the both, in desert and in forest ecosystem. Excellent. We have now jellyfish. It can lives in marine ecosystem. Crab, also in marine ecosystem. Shark, marine ecosystem. Killer whale, also in marine ecosystem. Salamander, I can see salamander in the forest, or I can see it also in the desert ecosystem. Excellent. So in desert and in forest ecosystem. Mouse is similar to the salamander. Excellent. In forest and in desert. Deer in forest ecosystem. Jackrabbit, it's a type of animal. It's not like a rabbit. It's like what? How can I say the shape for this jackrabbit? Try to search it on the Google. You can see the shape of this animal. So this animal can live in desert ecosystem. The last example we have scorpion. Where does scorpion live? And also in both ecosystems, in desert and in forest ecosystem. I hope you understand this well. If you have any animal, you don't know this animal, you can search it and you can find or you can see the shape. Now let us move to the next exercise. I have to cross out the intruder and tell why. As you know, intruder is a word which is not belong to its group. Example, part 1. We have whale, dolphin, lizard, and octopus. I have to find the common between all these examples. Then, if there is anyone not in the same group, so I have to cross it, which means this is the intruder. If I want to answer this exercise, I have to look about the places where does each animal live. We will start by the whale. Whale can live in marine ecosystem. Excellent. Dolphin also in marine ecosystem. Lizard, it could be in forest or in desert ecosystem, so it's not in marine ecosystem. Octopus in marine. So which one is the intruder here? Lizard. Excellent. So I have to cross it. And why? Tell me why. If all other examples are from where? From the marine ecosystem. Only lizard is not from the marine ecosystem. So I have to write that cannot be found in the marine ecosystem. So I have to cross lizard, then I write it cannot be found in marine ecosystem. Let us solve the next part. We have camel, snake, palm tree, and apple tree. Where does camel live? In desert ecosystem. Snake, also it could be in forest or in desert, so it can live in desert ecosystem. Palm tree, also it can grows in desert ecosystem. Apple tree, no, it need what? A cold weather, so it cannot be found in desert ecosystem. So which one I have to cross? The apple tree. And I have to write apple tree on the line, and I write it cannot be found where? In the others found in desert ecosystem, but apple tree it cannot be found in the desert ecosystem. The last exercise or the last example, we have salamander, snake, cactus, and starfish. As we see, salamander can be found in forest or in desert. So snake also in forest or in desert. Cactus in desert ecosystem. So these three examples can be found in desert ecosystem. While starfish can live only in marine ecosystem. So which one is the intruder here? The starfish. Excellent. So I have to write it on the line. And then it cannot be found where? in the desert ecosystem. Excellent, guys. Let's now to page 66. As I see, we have a plant. What do we call this plant? Can you name the plant in the picture? Yes, this is cactus plant. Excellent. Where does this plant live? It can live where? It lives in desert ecosystem. Excellent. As we see, we have three letters A, B, and C. A is about the thorns, the spikes, the needle leaves. B is about the thick stem. And C, it's about the roots. Excellent, guys. So here we are talking about the parts of this cactus plant. I have to match with letters A, B, and C. The first sentence, it stores water for the cactus. Where? Which part stores the water? Is the thorn or the stem or the root? Excellent, it has thick stem because it stores water inside it. So which part I have to write the first is part B. Excellent. It protects cacti from animals. Which part is the excellent? The spikes, part A. It can be a shelter for some birds. Where do birds can live exactly in this part, in this plant? Can they live on the thrones or inside its stem? Or in the roots? Can they live under the soil next to the roots? No. And sure not next to the spines. So it could be the stem. Excellent, part B. It's shallow to soak rainwater quickly, to take the water directly when it rains. Which part absorbs this water? The roots. So excellent, part C. Good answers, guys. Now, let us read the following paragraph, then answer the question. Sammy and Sarah decided to take photos of desert animals for their science project. Sammy spent his night in the desert, while Sarah spent her lunch break there. Who got more photos, Sammy or Sarah? And tell me why. As you know, the weather inside the desert ecosystem is very hot and dry, and the animals they have to protect themselves from this hot weather by hiding in their habitat, excellent, in their shelter. So can we see more animals during the day or during the night? Which one you think? Sammy at the night, while Sarah at the day. So, who will get more pictures for these animals and why? Excellent. So, Sammy will get more photos since desert animals hide during the hot day hours and they come out at the night when the weather is cooler. They can hide during the day to protect themselves from the hot weather and the sun, and they can get out from their habitat or from their shelter at the night to search, for example, for the food. So Sammy will get more photos. Now guys, the last exercise in your book, page 67. What helps a toad stay cool in the hot desert? You can get the answer from the picture. Where does this toad found? It found in the sand. Excellent. Why? To keep its body moist and cool. Excellent. So we can write it hides in the sand to keep its body moist and cool. Now guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope all your answers are correct and you understood all these questions. Thank you guys. Hope you stay safe. Now, goodbye.